Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I am streaming live this morning. Um, so sorry, guys, for the late broadcast. This video has been long overdue. All right. So, this for you guys that have been following my channel, you know that this week is the Miss Universe Nigeria pageant. Yes, we started the camping activities last week, Friday. So this is day six, if I'm not mistaken, day six of the camping activities, and today is the preliminary competition. Okay, so we're going to be having the prelims today. So I'm going to be taking a look at what is going to happen inside the camp. The contestant strategies and every other thing. Okay, so guys, I'm so sorry that this is not my usual time, of streaming, but I just wanted to do this. So if you're going to be watching, just pen down your thoughts and your thoughts and your comments on this particular issue. Okay. All right. So I hope you all can hear me very well. Please let me know if you can hear me. You're coming in, like this live stream, like the live stream, and um, let me know if you can hear me. So guys, this particular pageant has been taking place for, I think, relatively, this day six, if I'm not mistaken. Friday, started on Friday. Okay, so this is the day six, and today is the preliminary competition and the fashion show. You guys know that Miss Universe Nigeria, they have a tradition of not broadcasting the preliminary competition. I really really wanted to see a complete preliminary competition, but at this time we're just going to make do with what we're seeing online from the contestants. Okay, so we might not really have a full information on what really went on behind the scenes or in the preliminary competition, because today is a very very important day for the pageant, because they get to choose the top 10 today. Okay, so if as a contestant, if you don't bring your best foot forward, meaning that nothing for you. Okay, so you're not going to make the top 10. So today is a decider for who and who makes the top 10. And since it's not going to be broadcasted, we're just going to assume, with what we're seeing online. Okay, so that's more or less like very, very disappointing to me, because I remember when I talked about, the changes I want to see in the pageant, and I talked about them broadcasting the prelims. Even if they're not going to broadcast it on TV, at least let us have a glimpse of the preliminary competition on their YouTube channel. Do you understand? Because they have a dedicated YouTube channel, so they would have been able to comfortably this broadcast it on their YouTube channel, but they choose not to. They choose not to. Anyway, um, let's see how it goes today. So I'm going to be looking at the inside the camp. How the contestants are going to strategize, and how they are going to more or less bring their best foot forward. Okay, because the camping activities is more or less like a camp of either you survive, the activities, or you fail. So each of the contestants have come into the camp with their different strategies. A lot of them, they have an online presence, while some of them, they don't really have much of an online presence. And I think that for you to be well known, for the fans to be able to um, decode, or to be able to recognize a particular contestant, you need to have a good online presence. You need to have a good stylist. You need to have a good coach. You need to have a good team, because it's not only about having, going for international, when you're going for international competitions, that you have a team. You need to have a team when you're going for the national competition as well. You need to have a social media manager. You need to have somebody that will try as much as possible to post content for the viewers and for the pageant fans to be able to see how your pageant journey is going. Anyway, like I said, each of the contestants are coming with their own different strategies. Okay, and this year's batch, they are very very strong. I don't know how the judges are going to go about it in choosing the top 10. It's going to be a very 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 Herculean task. to pick the top 10 out of this beautiful batch. A lot of them that I thought, they were going to do very well in terms of their online presence, they failed. Okay, I've not really seen some, although some of the favorites, of course, they have their presence online. There are some persons that, they don't have one single online presence, and it's very, very bad for a contestant not to have an online presence. How do you expect the viewers to vote for you when you don't have a strong online presence? It's very, very sad that most of them that I thought, I was looking at, these are the dark horses. A lot of them don't have online presence. They are not canvassing for votes, because now, for you to make the top 10, you need to, I think aside from the judges list, for you to make the top 10, you must have a good online presence, and you must have a good number of votes for you to get to the top 10. You guys remember that last year, Miss Quara got to the top 10 via votes, and those much of those votes came from South Africa, because then you guys know what was happening between Nigeria and South Africa in terms of Chidinma's participation. So this year is going to be very dicey. Who will make the top 10 via vote? I don't know at this point. A lot of persons are not really voting, and I know that the the voting this year, I don't know how it's going to look like, because a lot of persons have not. They're saying they're not going to vote, but you guys know that the contestants have their fans already. So most of them, their family members, their fans, their friends, their colleagues must have voted for them. Okay, so the higher vote will automatically be fast tracked to the top 10. Okay, so let's see how that goes. So now looking at the strategies of the contestants, um, it's going to be about the beauty and the talent, and also the calculated moves, the subtle tactics of the contestants, okay, to get to the top 10 position. It's not going to be an easy task, because, like I said, this group is very, very strong. So it's more or less like who has the most strategic move or strategy to get to, to be noticed by the judges. Okay, so today's preliminary competition is going to be a decider. Okay, so if any of the contestants flop today, they're not going to make the top 10. Okay, so the preliminary competition is very, very important to decide who makes the top 10, like I said before. All right, so let's look at what these contestants are going to be bringing onto the battlefield, because definitely it's going to be a battlefield. So they're going to be bringing their A game in terms of the beach wear, the swimsuits, and also the evening wear. And also, it's going to be all about the talent as well, because I know that yesterday, or I think, was it yesterday or Monday? I think that Monday was a talent night. So a number of the contestants showcased their talents to the judges. And I think that is going to be another decider on who makes the top 10. But that is not, a final, or that's not like 100% a decider. So if you have a good talent, definitely you're going to make the top 10 as well. Okay, so now let's look at the swimsuit is also a decider. And I think out of the contestants, Miss Edo won the fan vote for swimsuit, because I saw it in one of the pageant bloggers site. So Miss Edo got the best in swimsuit, like the best body in swimsuit. So definitely she's going to be one of the front runners as well. I think she's also on my list for front runners. Okay, so if you guys watched the video I did previously, Miss Edo was amongst my front runners. Okay, so now let's look at aside from the swimsuit, let's look at the evening wear. I think they did evening wear photo book, or a photo look, the first day they came to camp, but they did not showcase that particular segment. So I think that's for the judges alone. But of course, the prelims today, the fashion show today, we're going to see the catwalking skills of the contestants, and also the evening wear of the contestants for those of them that will be active online. Okay, so I think that will be a decider. I will post a video after the prelims today showcasing the best in the prelims, and that is based on what I see online though, because the prelims is not shown to the public. So I'm just assuming that, okay, these are the persons that really did very well or stood out in the prelims. Okay, so that video will be posted tomorrow. All right, so now let's look at the evening wear. So the evening wear is going to be a very good decider on who makes the top 10. And also the most important part is the Q&A, the question and answers. Because in as much as the girls are coming in their swimsuits and evening wear, they are going to be asked preliminary questions as well. What they are bringing onto the table as Miss Universe Nigeria and Miss Supranational Nigeria. Okay, so you guys know that two crowns are up for grabs on Saturday, this Saturday. All right. So if you guys don't know, this Saturday is going to be the grand finale of this year's pageant. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a live reaction. Okay. I'll schedule that live stream way ahead of time so that a lot of you can be aware. Okay. I'm going to be doing a live reaction to the final show. Okay. This is the first time I'm doing that, obviously. So you guys can join in and we'll have a nice conversation on how we're going, how, just a live reaction to the final show. All right. So, like I said, today's preliminary competition is a deciders. Aside from swimsuits, the evening wear, the preliminary questions are one of like more or less like more than 50% of the judging format. Okay, so if as a contestant you're not able to project yourself, you know, let us know what you have in store for the organization as a Miss Universe Nigeria or as Miss Supranational Nigeria. Okay, so you have to sell yourself to the judges. Let them know what you bring to the table as a contestant. Let them know what you're going to do differently, aside differently from the other contestants. If you're chosen as a representative of Nigeria. So this is where the contestants are definitely going to sell themselves. Okay, so the depends on the strategies that they're bringing in. If you are bringing in a strategy as a pretty face, that is not enough reason or enough to woo the judges. Okay, so you have to be intelligent. You know um you have to sell yourselves as a marketable as a market to the contestants. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Of course, that will be later today. The prelims will take place later today. All right, so let's see what strategies the contestants are going to bring in today into the preliminary competition. So then we have a lot of newbies this year, that are gaining momentum, like Miss Anambra State. I don't think she has contested. I don't know, but it seems like she has pageant experience because she looks well put together. But I've not really seen her in any other pageant. I think this is the first time I'm really seeing, her competing in the pageant, in this particular pageant. So I think she's one of the newbies that I think that she has a chance to make the top 10. Another person I'm looking at is Miss Edo State. She won the best in swimsuit, so I think she's going to be one of the contestants to look out for in today's preliminary competition. Miss Lagos, of course, she has been on the lips of a lot of pageant bloggers. Okay, so Miss Lagos, Damilola Bolarinde, she's amongst the front runners. In fact, she's the number one front runner to win the Miss Universe Nigeria pageant. Let's see what she's going to bring in today. You guys know that she's a pageant veteran. Okay, so I'm not going to be looking more into her because, of course, she knows what to do. But I'm looking at the newbies like Miss Anambra, Miss Edo, Miss Oyo. Miss Oyo is not a real, like, she's not really a newbie to pageantry. I think she won Miss USA Nigeria the year 2019. So she's a pageant veteran and she's a TV host too. I know she knows what to do at this point. But I'm also looking at Miss Enugu, no, sorry, Miss Ebony State. She's not a new face to pageantry as well, so she's coming in strong. Miss Bayelsa was here last year, so she knows what to do. She's a veteran. She's not a newbie at this point. Um, I'm also looking at Miss Nasarawa. She's amongst the front runners as well. Um, Miss Abia State is also one of the strong front runners as well. Um, Miss Imo State is among, like, she's amongst the newbies that are making waves. Okay, so this disappointment for me is Miss Jigawa. I didn't see a picture. Like, I've not really seen a picture of Miss Jigawa, and I was trying to look for her handle, her social media handle. She's not on social media. I guess at this point, I don't know how if she's going to make the top 10. It's going to be a dicey one, but I feel like she has one of the strongest introduction videos, in this batch. But she's not on social media. I've not really seen her online. I think that's going to be one of the disadvantages, for her to make the top 10. All right. So there are so many other contestants that I'm looking at, but this tonight's preliminary competition will be a decider as to who makes the top 10. Okay, who makes the judges list. Okay, so we are on our own part. We're just assuming based on what we're seeing online. All right. So all I can say is good luck to the ladies, good luck to the contestants, good luck to everybody, the 22 contestants, and let's look forward to who makes the top 10. Okay, and of course I will be talking about my standouts in the prelims, and also I would film a final prediction video. Okay, coming up before the grand finale on Saturday. Okay, so you guys should anticipate that particular video. I'm going to be predicting who my standouts or who my crown alerts will be for Miss Universe Nigeria pageant, and I'm going to talking about who my standouts or crown alerts will be for Miss Supranational Nigeria. Okay, so there are going to be two different predictions, all right, for Miss Universe Nigeria and Miss Supranational Nigeria. Okay, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. So if you're going to be rewatching this live stream, let me know your thoughts on the contestant strategies and this and tonight's preliminary competition. Okay, so guys, I'm going to end this live stream very soon. Um, yeah, that's it for today. So you're coming in, please like and share, and also let me know your thoughts, okay, on the contestants that you feel like they've been giving you the winner vibes. Okay, at this point, I have my front runners already, and I hope that tonight's preliminary competition, our front runners will not disappoint us. Okay, that is just it. But at the same time, I know that the judges already have, they have their standouts already, and tonight's preliminary competition will be a decider as to who makes the top 10. Okay, so good luck to all the 22 contestants, and definitely I will be showing you guys my front runners and my standouts in the preliminary competition later today. Okay, so let's look forward to that. All right, guys, I will end the live stream here. So you're watching, comment down below as to who your front runners are, after the preliminary competition today. Let us know who you think stood out of the for the swimsuit and for the evening gown round. All right, I don't know if the swimsuit will be broadcasted. I don't know, but I think the evening wear, definitely the contestants will showcase their evening wear. But for the swimsuit, I think a majority of them, they've already showcased their swimsuit online. There was a swimsuit challenge that they did online. So out of that swimsuit challenge, for those of you that are just coming in, I think Miss Edo won the fan vote for the best in swimsuit. All right, so let's see if she's going to win, or she's going to be amongst the top 10 on Saturday. All right, so please follow me on Instagram at Crystal TV. All right, please follow me on Instagram for more content, for more gist. And if you have an important information for me, you can send me a DM on Crystal TV. All right, and also I will be doing a live reaction on Saturday for the grand finale. All right, so you guys should get ready. Get your popcorn. Get your whatever zobo wine, whatever you want to drink on that day. Get it ready for the Saturday live reaction to the finals. Okay. Yes, I'm going to be doing a live reaction on Saturday. Okay, so get your popcorn, get your zobo, get your wine, get your Fanta, Coke, or whatever you have ready for the grand finale on Saturday. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all in my next video coming up very soon. Bye.